Hello! Yesterday, which was Monday the 3rd of August 2020, start of a new week for me, no longer my birthday week. Yesterday was good, actually. I had a tattoo appointment at a place called Extreme Needle, which is the very first tattoo studio that I got my very first tattoo at, which is my, you can't really see it, 1 second. There you go, it's my Disneyland Paris castle. I got it over 2.5 years ago now, it must have been. Around May of 2018, so yeah, quite a bit ago. And I went back to get it from the same tattoo artist that did my castle because I wanted a script tattoo. I had the idea about 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago, I had this idea suddenly. And it's very rare for me to straight away book a tattoo when I've only had the idea for a few days. But I had it for a few days and I felt really sure about it, It's funny because it's a script tattoo that I'd always wanted a script tattoo type thing on that part of my body anyway, but for like the past year or two, I've been trying to figure out what I want there. And it just came to me and I was like, yeah, this is it. And so, I don't know, like I found the tattoo artist who did my castle. His name is Ben. I found him on Instagram, messaged him, gave him a little DM saying, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but you did my very first tattoo a few years ago for me at the castle. I still love it. I was just wondering if you might be, willing to do script tattoos, because honestly, I had no idea what to do about this. I knew that I wanted a script tattoo that I got yesterday, but I didn't know who to go to, because every other tattoo I've had, it's been more like, I follow a tattoo artist on Instagram and I like their specific style or their work, and that's why I go to them for a specific idea that I have that I think will match their style. But with script tattoos, apart from this one, sorry, it's really hard because I'm holding the camera. Let me just give me a sec. What is this one? It's because, again, there's a tattoo artist called Patrick who, this is his style, like his main thing that he does is, sorry, you can't even see it, is script with his handwriting, and I really liked his handwriting. Like, I love the way he does it. I love the way his lettering works. My friend actually recommended him to me, or like suggested him to me, and I loved it. So again, that was kind of obvious because I was like, I love how he writes. I want the font to be his handwriting. Let's go there. But I don't want all my if I ever have any more script tattoos, I didn't want all of them to be with this same handwriting, because I don't know, I just quite like variety, and I wanted this one to be special for what it was. So I was like, yeah, if I just want something simple, and it's only 2 words this, and I either wanted to give it to be like a basic font or maybe even my own handwriting. I wasn't sure where to go because I don't think there are any tattoo artists that specialize in that, because it's not really a style. There are some tattoo artists out there who specialize in script tattoo work, but that's like really extremely like quite unique script tattoo work, and like the big scripts that you see people write or get tattoos of, like, I don't know, big words with a lot of like details and that kind of stuff. That's definitely a style that some tattoo artists might do, but I just wanted something very simple. And I thought for a while, who can I go to? And I wanted it to be someone in London so I wouldn't have to travel anywhere, and I just randomly remembered yeah, Ben, who did my first ever tattoo. And I thought, I still think this is one of my best, for what it is, considering how small it is. The line work is amazing, and considering it's been like 2 and a bit years, it stayed very well. It still looks almost perfect, because tattoos can fade out a bit over time, and this is just incredible. The precision that he used, and I remember from my experience as well, he was really great. So I thought, if I want something small and a script tattoo, maybe he'd be the man to do it, because I just think he'd be very good. And he thankfully he replied to my DM. He said he remembers me. He was very happy to hear from me, and he said that he actually loves doing script tattoos. It's just obviously not his main style. His style on his Instagram is like Japanese traditional tattoos, which is not really something I want on my body at the moment anyway. But he said he actually enjoys doing script tattoos a lot. He just doesn't get to do them often enough because most people seem to think he's not really the person for that. So he was very happy about the idea, and yeah, I went to him. It was a very great experience. Yeah, bit different to the other place that I went the other day. This tattoo studio is a bit more busy. It's obviously centrally located. It's in Leicester Square, so more people might even just walk past it. You know, it felt a bit busier. It's a bit smaller, but everyone was required to wear masks. Ben himself was wearing a mask. Every tattoo artist here was wearing a mask. It wasn't just face shields. They were actually wearing masks, which I was very happy about. They even had like a little area with masks that you could pick up and use if you didn't have one before you entered. It was very good, very safe. It was lovely to see Ben again. It's in my own handwriting. I don't want to show it to you because I feel like, yeah, maybe I should show it to you. It's just here. That's all you get to see. But yeah, it's in my own handwriting, which meant that I kind of knew I wanted it in my handwriting, but I was miraculously hoping that maybe I'll go there and maybe I'll just end up seeing a font that I like. And when I got there, Ben was like, so, you know, I'm gonna show you some fonts, see what you want. And I was like, actually, no, let's not do that. I feel like I want it in my own handwriting. And he was like, yeah, that's absolutely fine, that's even better, it will make it more unique. And I was like, perfect. And so he like gave me a notebook and he was like, just write it down however many times you want, and you know, if you feel like happy with one of them, let me know which one you choose and we'll go from there. So he gave me about 5 minutes and I was just writing the words so many times on the paper. I could have gone mad. I think I filled up like 2.5 pages of paper with just whatever I was writing for my tattoo, which is Just Imagine. And I was like, I literally knew that I was going to drive myself crazy if I kept going. So any time I'd write one that I was kind of happy with, I would circle it so I'd remember that that was one of the better ones. And then he just came and I was like, straight away, I was like, yeah, that's the one I want. Of one of the circle ones, my eyes just went to it. I was like, I think this is it. And then he was like looking at it and I was like, I don't know though, maybe I should, I don't know, what do you think? And he was like, I mean, I think that looks fine and I think you should just go with your gut. And I was like, yeah, that's true, because there's no way, a handwriting can't be perfect, right? So none of the Just Imagines, none of what I'd written was exactly perfect, and I think that's why I wanted it to be my own handwriting as well. I didn't want it to be perfect. If I wanted it to be perfect, I would have just chosen a font, and that would have looked a lot more perfect, neat. And yeah, we chose it. I'm glad I wasn't in, like, I'm just so glad that I let go and I decided one quite quickly, and I'm happy with it. And he did such a phenomenal job. Like, he did it even in like thinner lines that I thought it was going to be a bit more thicker, but he used such a thin needle. And it's hard, you know, like he really made it look fantastic. There was even a bit, because when I'd written it, obviously when you write with a pen, there might be some inconsistencies, and there was a bit with the G that just like, there's a tiny bit that just the pen didn't show on paper, and he even put that detail into my tattoo. And when I looked at it, I was like, oh, like you didn't, like, is that because of how I wrote it? And he was like, yeah, I really like to make it as authentic as possible when I do handwriting stuff. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes it even cooler, more unique. So yeah, I really like it. It was a very good experience. I'm glad I did something for me again. Price was really decent. You know, it was minimal shop tattoo, minimal shop price. And I actually gave Ben a £10 tip because I thought it was lovely. I got him to touch up one of my other tattoos as well. My star tattoo that I got also a couple of years ago, I think, or maybe it was a year and a half ago. Don't know, I got a star tattoo a few years ago as well, and I wasn't really happy with parts of it, and he just like touched it up a little bit. So yeah, I feel like he's somebody that I will go back to. I even told him, I was like, I'm glad that I know now that you do small tattoos and like kind of quite basic ones, and you do them so well, because his line work is incredible. And I was like, yeah, if I ever have any other ideas, which I probably will have other ideas for smaller tattoos, I can just go to him, and it's convenient because the studio's not far from me. So that was it. That was yesterday. I also received, I mean, the thing is, I'm still getting gifts from friends and family in the post. So I received a little gift from my friend Sophie, and then also a lovely like card and drawing and stuff from my aunt and cousin and my granddad. It's just beautiful. I cannot deal with it still. I'm very, very lucky. So that was it. That was yesterday, and we're in a new week now, and hopefully I can continue being happier. I'll see you tomorrow.